On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Viewpoint.
A way of thinking about a specific subject, a place from which something can be viewed, especially in an area of natural beauty.
Examples:
A scientific viewpoint. Aesthetic viewpoint. We looked at this issue from a different viewpoint.
Alarming.
Causing concern or apprehension, causing a feeling of danger, harm, or emergency, unsettling or disturbing.
Examples:
Alarming news. Alarming statistics. The sudden rise in crime rates in our neighborhood is quite alarming.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Alarm.
A loud noise or an automatic signal that warns people of danger. A device that signals the occurrence of some undesirable event or particular danger.
Examples:
Give the alarm. An alarm clock. The alarm announcing an enemy attack went off this morning.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Empirical.
Based on or verifiable by observation or experience rather than theory or pure logic.
Examples:
Empirical research. Empirical philosophy. The study's results were based on empirical evidence gathered from extensive research.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Epitome.
A person or thing that is a typical or perfect example of a particular quality or type.
Examples:
An epitome of history. World's epitome. He was the epitome of courage, always standing up for his beliefs.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples:
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Crystal.
A solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples:
Liquid crystal. Crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Slogan.
A short, catchy phrase or motto that is used by a person, organization, or company to promote a particular product, cause, or idea.
Examples:
Catchy slogan. Advertising slogan. The company spent months researching and testing different brand slogans before finally settling on "Just Do It" as their new tagline.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples:
Distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Impartial.
Not favoring one side or party over another, fair and unbiased in judgment or opinion.
Examples:
Impartial treatment. Impartial observer. The judge made an impartial decision after reviewing all the evidence.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
The problem of drug abuse. Victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Neutral.
Not helping or assisting either side in a conflict, argument, etc.
Examples:
Permanently neutral country. Neutral colors. A legislative speaker should always be neutral.
Accomplice.
A person who helps someone else commit a crime or wrongdoing, a partner or associate in a questionable or immoral activity.
Examples:
Accomplice in crime. Secret accomplice. The detectives found evidence that suggested the suspect acted as an accomplice in the murder.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Heed.
To pay attention to or take notice of something, particularly a warning or piece of advice, to listen to and comply with something.
Examples:
Heed expert advice. Heed nature's call. He didn't heed the warning signs and got lost in the woods.
Wholesale.
The sale of goods in large quantities, typically for resale by retailers, of or relating to goods or services that are sold in large quantities, typically for resale by retailers or other intermediaries.
Examples:
Wholesale business. Wholesale dealer in fish. Our company specializes in the wholesale of office supplies.
Violation.
An action that breaches a law, rule, or agreement, an infringement of rights or duties.
Examples:
Violation law. Commit a traffic violation. The international community has widely condemned the violation of human rights.
Ethnic.
Relating or belonging to a group of people who share a cultural tradition.
Examples:
Ethnic minority. Single ethnic group. Each ethnic group has its unique rituals.
Cleanser.
A product that cleans or removes dirt or other substances, especially a liquid or cream for cleaning your face.
Examples:
Pore refining cleanser, powder cleanser. I have sensitive skin and use a weekly acidic cleanser.
Genocide.
The intentional killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation.
Examples:
Genocide victims, genocide resolution. The international community condemned the genocide in the country.
Adjudicate.
To act as a judge in a dispute or case, to make a formal decision on an issue.
Examples:
Adjudicate case, adjudicate on the question. When the sons were arguing about their inheritance, the father adjudicated.
Accusation.
A statement or claim alleging that someone has committed a crime, offense, or wrongdoing, a charge or indictment made against someone.
Examples:
Criminal accusation, false accusation. The accusation of theft was unfounded, and the suspect was eventually cleared of all charges.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples.
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Guilty.
Feeling responsible for or having done something wrong or criminal.
Examples.
Feel a bit guilty. Guilty verdict. After much contemplation, the suspect decided to plead guilty to the theft charge.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples.
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Slaughter.
The killing of a large number of animals or people brutally and indiscriminately, a violent and bloody event that results in the death of many individuals.
Examples.
Slaughter of animals. Senseless slaughter. The slaughter of endangered animals must be stopped.
Cleanse.
To purify or get rid of impurities or toxins, to wash or scrub thoroughly, often in a ritualistic or symbolic context, to purge or remove negative or harmful influences or substances from something. Noun, an act of cleaning or purifying something, typically the body.
Examples.
Juice cleanse. Cleanse the face. The new diet is designed to cleanse toxins from the body.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples.
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples.
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples.
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Grave.
A place where a dead body is buried, typically marked by a headstone or other memorial, a very serious, solemn, or important matter. Verb, to carve, cut, or etch a design, inscription, or mark onto a hard surface, such as stone or metal. Adjective, serious, solemn, or weighty in nature.
Examples.
Graven image. Grave mistake. Many innocent civilians were killed and buried in mass graves outside the city during the war.
Humanitarian.
Something relating to the promotion of human welfare, or someone who works to promote human welfare.
Examples:
humanitarian crisis. A truly humanitarian act. The organization is dedicated to providing humanitarian aid to disaster-stricken areas worldwide.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Paradigm.
A standard or typical example of something, a pattern or model.
Examples:
major paradigm shift. Cultural paradigm. He postulated a completely different paradigm to explain all these phenomena.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Propaganda.
Information, ideas, or claims spread to influence public opinion or promote a particular cause or ideology.
Examples:
propaganda campaign. Self-serving propaganda. The government used propaganda pictures to spread its message of national unity.
Courageous.
Able to face and deal with danger or fear without flinching.
Examples:
make a courageous decision. Courageous rescue attempt. He was a courageous soldier who had served his country with honor.
Buffet.
A meal where guests serve themselves from a counter or sideboard.
Examples:
buffet style. Have a buffet meal. The buffet at the hotel had a wide variety of food options.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
economical use of her time, an economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Militarily.
In a manner related to the military or armed forces, with the use of military means.
Examples:
militarily strong, militarily defeated. The country acted militarily against its enemy to protect its citizens.
Politically.
In a way that relates to the government or public affairs of a nation.
Examples:
politically advantageous, become politically savvy. This newspaper is supposed to be politically neutral.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
promote a better relationship, promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Vital.
Necessary for the success or continued existence of something.
Examples:
play a vital role, vital for a healthy society. Perseverance and optimism are vital to success.
Exponential.
Becoming more and more rapid, of or involving mathematical exponents.
Examples:
exponential growth, exponential function. Since the 1990s, the Internet has continued to experience exponential growth.
Ripple.
A small wave on the surface of a liquid, typically caused by an object falling into it or a slight wind.
Examples:
a ripple of laughter, ripple in the water. Many businesses felt the ripple effect of the economy's decline.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples:
a chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Credible.
Capable of being trusted or believed.
Examples:
credible source, a credible story. They didn't have any credible evidence of his innocence.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
art critic, severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Extent.
The point or degree or area to which something extends.
Examples.
Certain extent. The extent of the damage. I was amazed at the extent of her generosity.
Avalanche.
A sudden and rapid movement of a large amount of snow, ice, rocks, or other debris down a steep slope, a rapid and overwhelming occurrence of events or circumstances.
Examples.
Avalanche warning. An avalanche of questions. The skiers narrowly escaped the avalanche by taking shelter behind a nearby rock.
Proliferation.
A rapid or uncontrolled increase in the number or amount of something, the process of growing, producing, or spreading rapidly and excessively.
Examples.
Nuclear proliferation. The proliferation of social media. The proliferation of fast food restaurants has contributed to the obesity epidemic.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples.
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples.
Lack of transparency. Transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Depth.
The distance between the top and bottom of something, between the top surface and a distance below it.
Examples.
Depth camera. The depth of the water. The pond's depth was around 5 feet.
Accuracy.
The state or degree of being exact or correct, the ability to perform something with proficiency and without mistake.
Examples.
Degree of accuracy. The accuracy of his compass. To assure accuracy, I recommend investing in high-quality test kits.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples.
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Confess.
To admit to having done something wrong or to reveal something personal or private.
Examples.
Confess sin. Confess truth. He confessed to his crime and turned himself into the police.
Superhighway.
A large, wide road designed for high-speed traffic.
Examples.
6-lane superhighway. A toll gate of a superhighway. The university provides a wireless internet superhighway to its students.
Lane.
A narrow road in the countryside, a well-defined track or path for someone such as a swimmer or driver.
Examples:
Lane change. First lane. We walked along a muddy lane to reach the farm.
Tunnel.
An underground or underwater passage, typically for trains or cars.
Examples:
Tunnel construction work. Tunnel disease. The workers had to dig through solid rock to create the vehicular tunnel, allowing the cars to pass through the mountain.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Logarithm.
A mathematical function that indicates the power to which a fixed number, the base, must be raised to produce another given number expressed as an exponent.
Examples:
Logarithm function. Logarithm table. To solve this equation, you must take both sides' logarithms.
Phenomenon.
Something that exists and can be perceptible, especially one that is not fully understood.
Examples:
Natural phenomenon. Historical phenomenon. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Undemocratic.
Against to or not based on the principles of democracy.
Examples:
In an undemocratic manner. Undemocratic government. It is undemocratic to rule an area without an electoral mandate.
Affront.
An action or statement that causes offense or disrespect to someone's dignity or honor. A deliberate insult or slight. Verb, to insult or offend someone intentionally, often by showing disrespect or disregard for their feelings, beliefs, or social norms.
Examples:
Affront his pride. Affront to reputation. The rude remark was an affront to her dignity.
Whack.
To hit someone or something hard or noisily.
Examples:
Whack him with a stick. Whack up the volume. He whacked the ball out of the park with his home run.
Bludgeon.
To strike or hit someone repeatedly with a heavy object, often resulting in severe injury or death. To force or coerce by using threats or intimidation.
Examples:
Bludgeon a person into agreeing. Bludgeon to death. The attacker used a heavy object to try and bludgeon the victim.
Unintended.
Not planned or meant.
Examples:
Unintended bias. Unintended misunderstanding. Excessive human interference in the global environment may bring unintended consequences.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Curate.
A clergyman who is in charge of a parish, a person in charge of a museum, gallery, or church, responsible for the care and display of its collections and exhibitions. Verb, to carefully select, organize, and maintain items in a collection, exhibition, or presentation.
Examples:
Perpetual curate. Curate an art website. The art museum has hired a curate to select and display pieces from its collection.
Mediate.
To try to bring about an agreement or understanding between people who are in conflict.
Examples:
Mediate allergic reaction. Mediate a negotiation. The teacher had to mediate a disagreement between two students over a stolen pencil.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Amplification.
The process of increasing the volume or intensity of something, the expansion or elaboration of a concept or idea.
Examples:
Amplification system. Sound amplification. The political debate was an amplification of the candidates' views on key issues.
Excitement.
A feeling of great enthusiasm and eagerness.
Examples:
The excitement in the business world. Aesthetic excitement. The excitement of the upcoming concert was palpable among the crowd.
Bait.
A type of food or lure used to attract fish, animals, or people, something used to provoke or irritate someone into responding or reacting in a certain way.
Examples:
Bait and switch. Fishing bait. The bait brought the fish into the trap.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Haphazard.
Marked by a lack of order, system, or coherence, characterized by randomness or chance without any guiding principle or plan.
Examples:
Haphazard approach. Haphazard design. The company's hiring process was haphazard, with no objective criteria or standards.
Happenstance.
An occurrence that happens by chance, a fortuitous event, or a coincidence.
Examples:
Happenstance event. Meet by happenstance. It was a mere happenstance that they both ended up at the same restaurant.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Cyberspace.
The electronic space where computer-mediated communication and interactions occur, often used to refer to the Internet or virtual reality environments.
Examples:
Cyberspace security. Virtual cyberspace. Hackers are constantly trying to exploit vulnerabilities in cyberspace for their gain.
Proliferate.
To grow or increase rapidly in number, to reproduce or spread rapidly, especially in an uncontrolled manner.
Examples:
Proliferate cells. Proliferate weeds. The number of COVID cases continued to proliferate in many countries worldwide.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Profession.
An occupation or vocation requiring advanced education or specialized training.
Examples:
Profession choice. Healthcare profession. Being a doctor is considered a highly respected profession.
Abide.
To accept or tolerate something or to act in accordance with a rule, decision, recommendation, etc., to remain in a particular state or condition.
Examples:
Abide by a contract. Abide in the same place. They must abide by the rules set by the governing body.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Ethics.
A branch of philosophy that considers what is morally right and wrong conduct, a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong.
Examples:
Political ethics. Ethics of journalism. This scripture provides the code of ethics for the religion.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Unbelievable.
Beyond belief or understanding and extremely surprising.
Examples:
Unbelievable beauty. cause unbelievable damage. He drinks an unbelievable amount of beer.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool, communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Tinker.
To make repairs, adjustments, or improvements to something, especially in an experimental or makeshift way.
Examples:
Tinker with the bill. Tinker with the settings. He spent the afternoon tinkering with his car engine.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Avenue.
A wide road in a town or city, especially with trees or tall buildings on both sides, a line of approach.
Examples:
An avenue of poplars. An avenue to success. They explored every avenue they could think of.
Regard.
To think about or consider somebody or something in a specified way.
Examples:
Regard him as an enemy. Regard the situation as unfortunate. Frugality and industry are still regarded as virtues.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Unrestricted.
Not limited or confined in any way.
Examples:
Unrestricted access. Have unrestricted options. Capitalism allows unrestricted property ownership for individuals.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Journalism.
The profession or activity of writing or reporting news for publication or broadcast.
Examples:
Journalism ethics. Tabloid journalism. She plans to study journalism in college and become a reporter.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases, or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
Gas filter. Clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Unintentional.
Not done or made on purpose, accidental.
Examples:
Avoid unintentional harm. Unintentional insult. The mistake was unintentional and made in good faith.
Deliberate.
Done with full consciousness of nature and effects rather than by accident.
Examples:
The deliberate act of provocation. Deliberate attempt. Despite its advanced science and technology, the empire was deliberate about invasion.
Warfare.
The use of military force to achieve political, economic, or social objectives.
Examples:
Warfare aircraft. Spiritual warfare. The country has been engaged in a prolonged conflict, with both sides using modern warfare tactics.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Interfere.
To get involved in and prevent a process or activity from continuing.
Examples:
Interfere in another country's affairs. Interfere with DNA synthesis. Your talking interferes with my work.
Confront.
To face, meet, or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Compass.
A navigational instrument for finding directions with a needle that can move easily and that always points to the north, the limit or range of capability.
Examples:
Read a compass. Sailing without a compass. The results were beyond our compass of imagination.
Nonsense.
An idea, behavior, or something spoken or written that has no meaning or makes no sense or that is silly or unacceptable.
Examples:
Talk nonsense. Sheer nonsense. The parents spoke to their children in no-nonsense tones.
Disappointment.
The feeling of sadness, frustration, or dissatisfaction that arises when something does not live up to one's expectations or hopes.
Examples:
Disappointment in the result. Disappointment with the service. The cancellation of the concert was a huge disappointment for the fans.
Disappoint.
To fail to meet someone or their hopes or expectations, to make someone feel sad.
Examples:
Disappoint the audience. Don't disappoint me. She worked very hard not to disappoint her boss's expectations.
Heartbreak.
A feeling of great sadness or disappointment.
Examples:
Ease her heartbreak. Go through heartbreak. They had experienced the heartbreak of losing 2 children due to premature births.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with a desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
Immerse the cloth in the dye. Completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Verge.
The point at which something is about to happen or where something begins, the edge or margin of something, particularly a physical boundary or border.
Examples:
verge of bankruptcy. On the verge of tears. He stood on the verge of a major discovery.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Breakdown.
A failure or collapse of a system or organization.
Examples:
A nervous breakdown. Breakdown maintenance. The breakdown of the machinery caused a delay in production.
Perceive.
To become aware or conscious of something through the senses.
Examples:
Perceive a threat. Perceive light. Australia is widely perceived as having low levels of corruption.
Vacuum.
A space empty of matter, a device or tool used for cleaning or removing debris by creating suction.
Examples:
Vacuum cleaner. Vacuum packing. Please use the vacuum to clean up the mess on the floor.
Outgoing.
Friendly and energetic in talking to others, tending to go out or away.
Examples:
Outgoing attitude. Outgoing male. She was an outgoing person and loved meeting new people and trying new things.
Constitution.
The set of fundamental principles or established precedents that a state, a country, or an organization is governed by, the act of forming or establishing something.
Examples:
The national constitution. The national constitution. When the Constitution is amended, it often creates a great deal of controversy throughout the country.
Prescribe.
Of a doctor, to advise and order the use of particular medicine or treatment for someone, especially in writing, to issue commands or orders for something.
Examples:
Prescribe a drug. Prescribe in the preceding paragraph. Federal bankruptcy laws prescribe the reorganization process.
Spin.
To cause something to rotate rapidly, to cause someone to feel dizzy or disoriented.
Examples:
Spin a top. Spin thread out of cotton. The tornado is spinning across the countryside, destroying everything in its path.
Wiggle.
To move or cause to move up and down or from side to side in short and quick movements.
Examples:
Wiggle her lips. Wiggle with excitement. Her hips wiggle as she walks.
Waggle.
To move or swing back and forth or from side to side in a playful or teasing manner. To move unsteadily or irregularly.
Examples:
Waggle my backside. Waggle fingers. The bird would waggle its tail feathers excitedly when it saw its favorite food.
Interrupt.
To say or do something that causes someone to stop in their speech or action.
Examples:
Interrupt a call. Abruptly interrupt. Her sleep was interrupted by recurring pain.
Renowned.
Famous and respected for great achievements, qualities, etc.
Examples:
A renowned artist. Renowned as a novelist. This area is renowned for its hot springs.
Nationalist.
Relating to or supporting a political ideology that emphasizes a strong sense of national identity and devotion to one's own country.
Examples:
Nationalist sentiment. Nationalist revolt. The nationalist rally attracted thousands of supporters.
Tribal.
Relating to a social group or tribe, especially a preliterate society.
Examples:
Tribal culture. Tribal community. The tribal leaders gathered for a summit to discuss important issues.
Gutsy.
Displaying courage, determination, or boldness, characterized by a willingness to take risks or face challenges.
Examples:
Gutsy move. Gutsy performance. It was gutsy to quit her job and start her own business.
Prevailing.
Most frequent, widespread, or currently dominant, usually referring to a particular opinion, attitude, or trend.
Examples:
Prevailing wind. Prevailing trend. The prevailing opinion was that the project would be a success.
Globalization.
The process by which economies, societies, and cultures around the world become increasingly integrated and interconnected through the rapid exchange of goods, services, ideas, and people across international borders.
Examples:
The rapid pace of globalization. Globalization trend. The spread of popular culture worldwide is an example of cultural globalization.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Expediency.
The quality of being timely, convenient, or advantageous, a practical and efficient means of achieving a desired end, often at the expense of ethical or moral considerations.
Examples:
Legal expediency. Matters of mere expediency. In the interest of political expediency, the government made a controversial decision.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Denominator:
The number below the line in a fraction.
Examples:
Common denominator. Different denominators. The first step is to rationalize the denominator of a fraction.
Marine:
Relating to the sea and the creatures and plants that live there.
Examples:
Marine insurance. Variety of marine life. Seals and whales are marine animals beloved by the people.
Responsible:
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Brand:
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Eclectic:
Deriving ideas, styles, or features from a diverse range of sources, representing a broad or diverse range of ideas or interests.
Examples:
Eclectic style. Eclectic approach. Her eclectic taste in music ranges from classical to hip-hop.
Intake:
The act or process of taking food, air, etc., into your body through the mouth, the amount of food, air, or another substance that you take into your body.
Examples:
A small intake of breath. An intake pipe. He has been advised to reduce his daily fat intake.
Stick:
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Severe:
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Engage:
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Wander.
To walk around slowly or to a place, often without any clear purpose or direction.
Examples:
Wander alone in a strange country. Wander far from home. I often wander around the park for half an hour.
Catastrophe.
A sudden event that causes extreme ruin and misfortune.
Examples:
Catastrophe risk management. Avoid climate catastrophe. The lack of funds has resulted in a catastrophe for our university system.
Obsession.
The state in which a person's mind is filled with thoughts of one single object or particular person.
Examples:
Obsession with character. National obsession. Gambling became an obsession for him, and he eventually lost everything.